Well, hello. How you doing? How you doing? We are back. Episode 15. This episode is all about mental health. Because guess what? It's that hidden struggle. It's what we don't take time to talk enough about. Because I'm not going to lie, I am just getting out of a funk myself, and it feels good. I'm actually noticing the difference. I can see it. I can feel it. I can damn near smell it. But people don't want to talk about that. They just want to go on with life. And this is definitely something to talk about. Your mental state of being. But I get it. Some people are just naturally just crazy. So it is what it is there. But then you're worried, oh, do I be myself? And do I try and be someone else? Do I stay quiet? Do I get loud? What do I do? Where do I go? How do I make life work? And you don't. You don't make life work. You got to work around life because life keeps moving on. It ain't going to stop so you can figure it out. But you got to stay positive about it. And somehow I stayed just positive enough that I noticed once I was back to 100% that damn, something was going on. And again, I am much happier than what I was. But now it's time to reflect on what was going on, how to make some changes. And that's just in my life personally, not just talking about being bisexual. No, this is life. And then last week I talked about another layer, being black. So there's a lot of mental health things going on. It's a lot. And guess what? We're going to talk about it. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I am Charles Rome, and this is the Bi Friend podcast because everybody needs a bi friend. Hey, it keeps the playing field interesting. You know, that you can bounce some ideas off these people, and they will say yes or no. There's not going to be any, oh, maybe. No, they'll tell you flat out, yes, no. There will be a couple of maybe so's. But back to what I was saying. This episode is all about the mental health that people don't honestly want to try to surround themselves with. The biggest thing about this is it sucks that we even have to talk about this. People can honestly fuck off. Like, if people just minded their business and were respectful of what other people are doing, as long as you're not seeing them, spin kicking, punching, biting someone in public, or even hear about it in private, or they're hurting themselves, as long as you're not hurting yourselves or others, why is someone else in your shit? Can't we just live our lives? It's not like it's a long time. Like, life moves fast. I'm already 40 and I'm like, damn, this shit's moving and grooving and I'm not ready for it. And then you got shitty people trying to break you down for no reason. And specifically, it's called the bi stress cycle. Repeated emotional and psychological strain. And now that I'm talking about this more and more and talking to different people, telling different people, the responses I get are all positive, but some have a slight undertone of, I don't know about this, but it is what it is. I'm not expecting everybody to get it, but it's more like they don't want to believe it, and they're I don't know, not being dismissive. They're just it's a lot to take in. It really is, because you just kind of throw it out there, but these are people that care about me and that are not being rude or mean. But I know there's people out there that have told friends that have been just monsters about it. It's sad. But think about if you encounter a good portion of the people that are like, "Oh, you're not bisexual. You're gay. You're just scared. You don't know what you're talking about." I don't have friends like that. I don't. They said, "Okay, cool. You're still you. So let's just keep moving on." And then you get some that are like, okay. I mean, it is what it is. I don't give a shit. We're still friends. We're still friends. But seriously, bisexual people deal with that quite a bit. That invalidation, that erasure, the stigmas of, oh, you're not bi, you're gay. And it gives this lack of belonging. So there's another form of stress, and then you're sitting up at night and you're like, man, am I gay? No, because do I what, like, and then it's just hip 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 hip, and now you're up till 3:00 in the morning and you're like, I gotta sleep. I agree with it. And I've been through it. And at the beginning of these episodes, when I first started this, I started really looking inward and losing sleep at night. Long, quiet drives home. Just, what is going on? Who the hell am I? And I know who I am. I've always known who I am. But it's just crazy that I still semi stress about things. But I will say it's gotten better. Me worrying about how people feel if I talk to them has really started to go out the window. And my view in my head now is either you're going to be my friend or you're not. So I'm happy about that. Because you know what? I have been prepping for the bullshit all my life. I'm black. And let me tell you something. You can't change that. You just got to roll with the punches. And Black America has been really rough in the United States. Now it's the LGBTQ community. So many letters. So much going on. I don't understand it all. I'm still trying to understand this portion of things. Everybody's all pissed off, but everybody's got some bills or some shit that they could be worrying about other than other people's shit. I just wish one day that would happen. Dude, what if you said, you know what? I'm going to go to work today. I'm going to work a double today instead of going around town bashing out all the gay or black or Hispanic or Asian or lesbian and people. There's people that do that. Oh, I'm going to take a day off of work and just be a menace. And you're like, oh, Charles, you're getting a little crazy. No, there's people out there that think like this, that will take the time, that will let the hate fester in their hearts and then go out and hit somebody in the head. You know, this is all about finding your place. The mental health portion is finding your place that puts you in a happy place. You can go out and find different groups and talk to different people, but if it doesn't start with you, then guess what? It doesn't matter how many damn friends you got. You're still going to be awake at the end of the night. You're not going to be sleeping good. It can be hard when people don't believe you. Listen, I get it. I get it. Like I said before, oh, you're not sure. I think I'm sure at this point. I think I'm sure. But you get a younger person who may not be believed all the time, and they're like, oh, I feel this way. They're going to definitely be invalidated. But when I was younger, I didn't, it was more the females. I wasn't thinking about anything too crazy, here and there, but it didn't really kind of, take hold till I was older. Now, here's something that I really haven't experienced, but I've seen a lot of information on by depression. When society dismisses you, you don't feel loved. You're like, who really wants me? And now that I heard what I said again, maybe a little bit I've experienced it. I mean, it wasn't like full blown depression. Maybe it was just thoughts of, damn, who wants me? I'm not going to let it consume me. As I've gotten older, I'm like, man, I got too much to deal with. This, like, I can make it happen and not completely go crazy and still live my life. And that's what I'm able to do. But some nights I sit up and I'm like, man, who's going to love me for me? Because as I've talked about in the relationships episode, a lot of times your partner may not believe you, especially if you're a bisexual male and you want to date a female. They are going to have a lot of concerns. And I get it. But like I have said too, if I'm focused in on someone, I'm zoned in, baby. It's me and you. And that's, it was at the end of the relationship for whenever my stuff went down and weren't sure what was going on and things were getting stale and stagnant. And I just kind of, looked at some other stuff. That was the one door that opened another door that, hey, here's where we are now. And listen, if you're bisexual and you're listening to this, man, fuck those people. For real, they don't get it. They don't understand what's going on. Don't even worry about them. Just go on with your life. Just be happy. If that means you got to ignore everybody that you know, then guess what? Time to close one door and open another. And then you say, hey, I want to be visible on social media. That's great. Here's some of the negatives about that. You might get a lot of anger, a lot of hate from ignorant people who just don't understand. You might make some enemies for no reason at all, just because you are in the LGBT community. That's why. And because of all of this, you might be scared to be free online. And that is a damn shame. That even if you want to, people can go online and be whoever they want. But if you want to go online and honestly be yourself and put yourself out there, then there's a possibility that you are just going to receive so much hate for no reason. People that'll never meet you in their lives are ready to wish the worst upon your head. And then you go to the positives. You will be seen. You are visible now. People can search you up. People can check out your content, see what you're talking about. And for yourself, whenever you post something or talk about something, it just builds you up. It's an amazing thing. You'll gain new friends. There will be people that'll be like, "Damn, I like what you're talking about. I like, this, that." And they will they will be your ally. You're going to make new friends. That's awesome. And then instead of being scared to be free, you'll be happy to be free. And it'll improve your mental health. So always remember there's two sides to a coin, and you got to take the good with the bad. But it's how you approach the bad. You just say fuck it and keep moving on. Unless they're physically threatening you, then keep on moving on. But it'll help your mental health in the end. Even the shitty people. Trust me, they will help strengthen you. They will make the base that you already have so much stronger. Trust me. Trust me. Relationships and your mental health, that can be scary. You're always worrying, oh, does my partner trust me? Do your friends and family really understand? Are they listening to you? Do they still want to be a part of your life? Some can be good, some can be bad. And just like being online, you're going to gain some and lose some. But always remember, in the end, it'll level out and you will have the people by your side that you want and need. Because I can tell you right now, it's nice to be able to have fun and make jokes with friends about different things and just have a good time and not think that they're being malicious about anything. Hey, like I said, me and some friends, we all have these inside jokes. And I love it. I think that is awesome. Everybody should have an inside joke. Talk about good for the soul. You want to laugh about something at any time? Get yourself an inside joke. And look for support groups. I don't know what I'm looking or how I'm really supposed to be looking, but I want to look for some groups. I want to go out every once in a while. I want to find someone who understands me and isn't going to be worried about me doing this, that, and the other. If I'm locked in with you, I'm locked in with you. And I'm ready to roll and get nasty with you. I don't have time to be running around. Running around gets your ass in trouble. Running around can make your ass itchy. And I don't know about you, but Charles has never been itchy. And Charles ain't ever gonna be itchy, okay? Because I'll fight somebody. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Because he ain't gonna add that to my mental stress. And before I move on, shout out to the people that I have in my corner now. Because I have a great squad right now. Y'all have been amazing. And I'm not going to lie, there's been a couple nights where I think about the people that I have in my corner and I shed a couple of tears. I'm not going to lie to you. I did, because then they were happy tears because I know how to pick them. I'm telling you, the people that I've talked to and told that I want in my life to know right off the bat, hey, listen, you've been amazing rocks in my corner. And quietly, it's been my friends and family who have been really helping me out without even knowing it. So thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But in reality, my mental health shouldn't depend on or have anything to do with anybody else. It's sad. It really shouldn't. outside forces should not have me worried about what I should be saying, how I should be. I mean, some things. But as far as this episode and everything goes, I should be able to love who I want, talk to who I want, be happy with who I want to be happy with without someone wanting to wish bodily harm on me, without losing all my friends. It's sad. It's sad you have to worry about that. But here we are. And that's life. Mental health is a serious thing, and definitely in the LGBT community. But as we're talking about the bisexual community, it's an even bigger thing, because you're getting hit from every angle. Nobody believes you. Nobody wants to trust you. And I completely understand it. It's a lot for people to process. But what you do is you get yourself some good friends. You create a solid, stable base of friends so that if anything happens, you got them to fall back on. And guess what? You'll live life. You'll be happy. And if adversity comes to you, you will just say, fuck it. And that's what you should be saying. Fuck it. Because this is your life. Live it, love it, and just have fun. So remember, just keep your mental health up. You got to thrive, not just survive. Okay? Find some communities and block the haters. Because guess what? You're awesome. I'm awesome. We're awesome. So keep being awesome. I think I'm out of here. This was an amazing episode on mental health, something that people don't talk about, something that people always want to just glaze over and just, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. But you know what? You're probably not good, because everybody's got some shit on their plate that they just need to actually sit down and talk about. Maybe write it down for your own self. You don't have to just talk it out. Sit down one day, just talk it out to yourself. Write down everything that may be going on in your life and just talk it out loud. Seriously, try that. I'm telling you, it'll do wonders. If you're down in the dumps and you write down everything going on, positive and negative, you will see how it could just honestly be so much worse. So be happy for what you got and what you don't got, because it could be a lot worse. So go out and focus on your mental health. All right. I'm cutting out of here. Thank you again for joining me on this episode. I will see you next Friday. Be safe. Have fun. Stay out of trouble. And bye.